The Aodeli Architectural ACP is a lightweight and durable product for external cladding. It can be cut, bent and curved to almost any shape and is also made out of recycled materials. Aodeli have continued this all-encompassing approach in their BIM content for ArchiCAD. There are two independent tools. The first Aodeli tool is rectilinear, with the option to stagger vertical joints, as well as nominate differing materials for each panel. The second Aodeli tool was created as a direct response to requests for a more free-form solution. With this tool, you can adjust the angle of each horizontal and vertical joint using movable hotspots at either end. You can also split the joints into individual segments, and then using the hotspots at each end of these segments, you can adjust their positioning. Let's take a deeper look at how to use these tools. The first thing to note is that there are actually two versions of each tool. One is the wall accessory version, and the other one is a standalone version. So you can see here we have the Aodeli ACP, and we have the Aodeli ACP angled. We then also have the angled wall accessory version and the standard wall accessory version. What this means is that you can use this tool as a wall accessory or you can use it as a standalone. Obviously the wall accessory tool is the default version you should use due to the efficiencies gained in the modelling process, particularly for wall openings. However, to ensure ultimate flexibility, we have created the independent version as well. This will allow you to design a panel system that is separate from the wall in an instance where you do not want the panel system to follow the aspects of the wall it is applied to. The process for placing the wall tool is as per all wall accessories tool. First you select the wall, go to Design, Design Extras, Accessories, Wall Accessory, and locate the Aodeli tools. And for this instance we'll use the angled version. Click OK, choose the side to place it on. Now when you first place it, the tool is not picking up the exact parameters of the wall. So you need to select it, go into its settings, and simply click OK, and this will refresh the tool. Now you'll see it is applied to the full extent of the wall. What you can now see in front of you is not only the panel, but also the model elements that cut the joints in the panels. So let's firstly just configure these joints to match this wall. All I'm going to do is grab the end node and extend these to the extremities. This is all in real time using ArchiCAD 18. If we have a look at the element in 2D, you notice that it's automatically set the 45-degree angles for the corners of the walls. We do have an override in the form of this hotspot. So in this instance, where we just have it on one wall, we can square them off. Now we will apply the base panel material that we want to use. So we go into the settings, go to representation, click on our panel material array function. This is where you assign a different material for each panel independently. If I just close that for a second, we want to apply a single material. Then when I open this, whatever I set this first material to will be the material of the rest. So I'll select that and I'll choose a material from my list. We'll start with the Arco white. Click OK. So now you can see it's all white. The next thing I want to do is turn off these joint elements as they are simply modelling aids. Go into the settings, open up the parameters and uncheck the show joints. So now those elements disappear and we are just left with the cut. We can adjust the joints without showing the cutting elements. They simply make it easier in some instances. Okay, so now let's just move these around so we can design the shape that we're after. I'm going to recreate the design I had previously simply by making a sun ray sort of pattern. As you can see, I'll need to extend these along a bit further to make sure they go to the perimeter. All very easy to do. Once again, this is real time. Okay, and now I want to adjust some of these to cut out certain segments. So say for instance I want to cut these 4 segments of the line out here. I just need to split this line, this bottom line, into 2 segments and have the first segment end there and the second segment start there. Let's have a look at how this is done. Go into the settings, go to my panels. Down here we have the definition of the horizontal and the vertical segments. So this will be the first of my horizontal segments. So I'll click here. So horizontal joint number 1 is currently 1 segment. We'll just change that to 2 segments. Click OK. Click OK. And now you can see there's a few extra hotspots here. That's because the segments have now added to the end. So let's go down to one of these hotspots. Okay, so that's the orientation hotspot. We'll strip this one back here. That's the end hotspot for the first segment, and this one here will be the start hotspot, and that there will be the end hotspot. So we can just finish that wherever and drag these down to the correct start and finish spots here. Now, if we actually have a look at this in an elevation view, now I can see my arrangement. In this view, when we stretch an element, it'll actually give us a hotspot for the connection of that line, as there are hot lines running through these elements. Go back to the 3D view, and there we have the arrangement that we desired. Now if we want to add some colours into these individual panels, it is quite simple. Open up the settings again, go to representation, click on the panel material array function, and here we can nominate our panel colours. So as an example, I'll try to do a couple of these diamond shapes in the middle. So if we have a look at that, we're talking about row 3, column 4. So if we go to row 3, column 4, and we can change that setting to red, click OK. Make sure you have unchecked the single material function. Click OK. And there you can see that diamond in there has now turned red. We can basically do that same function for every single panel individually. Down the bottom we have a slightly different situation, as this is not one individual panel, rather it is 2 panels, the first section and the second section. So when we change the color of these in the settings, we need to make sure we're changing both those panels. Let me show you. So we're looking at rows 1 and 2, columns 2, 3 and 4. So if I change this one to, let's say, yellow, click OK, OK, you'll see it only changes that portion. So what I need to do is go back into the settings and change this one to the same. Now I get the single panel of yellow as desired. So for the rest of these elements, back in here, and we'll choose an orange. We'll make this one the same. Over here we'll go to red and make that the same. And then we shall do a black. And make that the same. Click OK. And OK. And that is those 4 panels populated. We can then nominate other elements. This element, as you can see, needs to be extended, so we'll just push that through there. That's fine. This one here, we will extend up through there. Then we'll make this panel here green. With this functionality, you can see how easy it will be to design your next panel arrangement using the Aodeli products. We hope you enjoy using the Aodeli panel tools for ArchiCAD, and we look forward to seeing your designs and assisting you on your projects. From the team at Aodeli, thank you for watching.